The job of the SELPA, among other things, is to help the superintendents to handle things correctly with SPED, because you have a lot of things on your plate besides SPED. And certainly one way in which that ought to happen is keeping you up on the basic legalities in order to stay out of trouble. Well, last month, for example, we had a SPED head who, well, the parent wrote a 10-day letter saying, we're not happy with the placement, we're going to place our kid in Lindenwood Bell for the morning. Well, the proper response to that could be one of different things, but what was not a proper response is to send a retaliatory letter saying, well, you know, we're going to refer you to SARB on a truancy charge because we don't like you wanting to place your kid somewhere else. So this person, I think, should have been educated by the SELPA to say this kind of retaliatory illegality is not a smart move. And then the superintendent, in response to the Gebser letter, said, well, whatever, it's up to this SPED head and it's not my problem. Deliberate indifference is not something that you ought to actually say, I'm going to be deliberately indifferent. If you're going to be deliberately indifferent, at least you shouldn't say so. This is something else that the SELPA should probably educate people in, because it will avoid a lot of trouble. Now the parent has a lawyer, and the parent has a pretty good case. So the parent is mad, of course, and it's going to probably end up being costly. All of that could have been avoided just by being smarter. And you hire the SELPA to help you out and stay away from these things. I think you should insist that the SELPA keep you guys educated in order to avoid these kind of problems. I think the big problem there is that the SELPA too, of course, does that sort of thing. I know in the case of my own kid, I told them that my kid had a problem. The next day, CPS was at my door and retaliatory referral to CPS. So that's something that needs to be, that I think you need to get in hand for these guys. Another problem is all you folks have lost, are having a lot of trouble finding money. The SELPA, however, is taking it easy, comparatively speaking, as Andrea pointed out. Here we have a consultant who does nothing for kids, but just supposedly consults with private school districts, and in response to a PRA request, hasn't been too forthcoming about what exactly is this person being paid $100,000 for. You all are looking for money, laying off teachers and everything else. Chances are there's some low-hanging fruit here in the SELPA. They have taken a few furlough days, but nobody's getting laid off, nobody's taking pay cuts, nothing like what's happening to the district. I think you need more service from them, and I think that you probably need to let them share some of your pain.